Welcome to this lesson on percent applications. We're going to talk about how to use percentages in real life and whether or not they get added on or taken away from our totals. So first we're just going to look at these different vocabulary terms that you're going to need to know. You do not need to write these into your vocabulary notebook. You just want to make sure that you can recognize whether they get added on or taken away when you're working with percents. So sales tax. Sales tax is what you get charged after you purchase something at a store, and the sales tax gets added on to your total. A discount. The discount is what gets taken away when you are shopping, so if you want to save money. Tips. When you're at a restaurant or getting your hair cut or anything that involves a service to another, you give a tip, so the tip gets added on to whatever your total bill is. And then commission. So commission gets added on as well. So commission gets added on to essentially the person's salary, but it's a little bit different. So you'll find the commission, so you find the commission from X, but then you add it to Y. So let's say that you sell a car for $2,000. You get commission from this, and then let's say that you get $100 a day. So whatever this percentage ends up being, you end up adding to your $100. And we'll go over this more specifically, but this is kind of the case. You find the percentage of X and then you add it to Y. All right, so we're going to start off with just a simple problem here. So we have Kohl's is having a 10% off sale. You have Michelle who wants to buy a sweater that was $19.95, and we want to know how much would the sale price be. So we want the sale price. That's a key term right in there. So we need to make sure that we're looking for the right thing, because they might ask us something like, what is the discount? I'm actually going to give myself a white space here to work on so it's a little bit easier to see what I'm writing. So if they ask you for the discount, that would be the part that you find. If they ask you for the sale price, then they're asking you for the whole, which is the original price, minus whatever the part ends up being. So here again, keywords would be 10% off, so 10% being an important number, and off, telling you that you're going to take it away or subtract it. And then it would also be important to note that the price was $19.95 and that that's the original price. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at how we would set this up into an equation. So we know $19.95 is the original or the whole. We know that 10% obviously is the percent, and we're looking for the parts. All right, so I know that I'm going to take $19.95 and I'm going to multiply it by 0 and 10 hundredths. Okay, and when I do this, I know that I get 1 and 995 thousandths. So now this right here is the discount. I don't want the discount, I want the sale price. So I have to take $19.95 and I have to subtract the $1, and in this case 995 cents. So we'll work with that part at the end, but we know that we have to borrow from the 9 and it becomes an 8. This becomes 19, which changes to 18. Borrow from the 18 to turn it into 15. Borrow from the 15 to turn it into 14, so we can have 10. So we have 5. 14 minus 9 is 5. 18 minus 9 is 9. 8 minus 1 is 7. So I know my sale price is 17 something. Obviously, I can't leave it like this. I have to end it in the hundredths place. So this 5 tells the other 5 to go up. So my sale price is $17.96. Okay, again, you have to know what you're looking for and kind of how to find it. What we're actually ending up doing here is we're taking this whole price of, let's color this in with yellow so it's easier to see. We're taking this whole price of $19.95. And then we took 10% of it, which is right here, and we took it off of that price. So what we did was we took $19.95 and we subtracted whatever that 10% was, and then we found out that it was the $17.96. So is that hopefully helping us make a little sense of what's happening here in terms of percentages and discounts. Okay, we're going to do another problem here. We have Johnny who bought himself a new guitar to play in his band. There was a smudge on his receipt and he can't remember what he paid for insurance purposes, so he wants to know what he paid. But he can read the sales tax, which was $17.75. If he knows the sales tax is 5 5/10%, what is the total price? All right, so in this case, draw myself another box. We have to look at what we know. We know the percent, so we know we look for whole, percent, and part. The whole is what we don't know. We don't know the total price. We know the percent is 5 5/10%, and the part in this case is the $17.75 because that's the sales tax. That's the part that got added on. Right, so what I need to do is I need to look at this and go, okay, well, the whole times, I need to move my decimal twice to the left, so this is where you have to be really careful because this is 0 and 55 thousandths. So the whole times 0 and 55 thousandths is going to give us $17.75. So what ends up happening is I divide both sides by 0 and 55 thousandths. And I get, this is where we can use our calculator to make it a little easier, $17.75 times 0.055. Oops, I hit times. We need to divide. $17.75 divided by 0.055. There we go. And I get $322, and what looks like it would be 72 repeating. So I know I have to round to the nearest cent. So I know that he paid $322.73 for his guitar. So again, there's all different ways that we're going to work with this, and instead of going over all the different ways, I'm going to give you an opportunity to try 2 problems on your own, and then we're going to work with these problems in class when you guys come back the next day. So as always, go through and do your you-try problems. So you have Eric buying the DVD, and you have Sue who bought a brand new car. So this one's going to be the tough one. This one is where you have the commission, and you have to remember that you have to find the commission. So commission equals something, and then you have to take that something and add it to the salary. So in this case, we're looking for just what the percent of the commission was. So we don't really have to worry about that, but this was what we were talking about in the beginning of the video. But right now we're just trying to find what percent commission does she earn. Okay, always label your parts. That definitely has been helping us out. And as always, if you have any questions, please be sure to write them down or email me so we can go over them in class.